coconut tree with coconuts.
A coconut tree with coconuts. Can you see your feet?
Yes.
Are you wearing any shoes?
No.
No. Are you holding anything in your hands?
No. I'm walking.
You're walking. Well, let's go for that walk. And tell me where you go. Describe everything around you as you're walking.
A path upward through the forest. And there's a cottage. Smoke coming out of the chimney.
Okay. What else do you see as you're walking?
I open the door.
Okay.
A very old man inside, long beard, light colored robe. He's been waiting for me.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've spoken to him.
Okay. And what message does he have for you?
I lie on his table. It's wood and its connection to nature.
Okay.
He wants to send me something so that I'll heal something within me.
Okay. And ask him what his name is.
I've never known his name.
Ask him. Ask him what is his name, and the very first thought that comes to your mind, that's what I want you to tell me. The
Your
answer.
guide.
Your guide. Okay.
Names are not important.
Yes. And with your permission, may I speak to your guide directly through you?
Yes.
Okay. So this is how it's going to work. When I ask you a question, the very first thought that comes to your mind, I want you to say it, or whatever you hear, just say it. Do not analyze it. I just need for you to say it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, how are you?
Fine.
You brought Terry here today. Why did you bring her here?
She hasn't been coming to me.
Yes. I noticed she's been saying the stuff about her. She's been having problems with her legs and stuff. Is that
Her balance.
balance? So
She's out of balance.
what's throwing her out of balance?
Her belief.
And what is she? Did she lose a belief, or she's going into belief that's going to affect her? Like now she's saying she feels like she's free flowing.
She needs to feel good enough. Good enough that she can accomplish whatever she wants to. If she'll come more often, she'll get the energy she needs.
Yes. Now you were telling her that you were going to help her with a healing today, correct?
Yes.
And what does she need to be healed today? Other than her legs that we were going to do.
The meridian grid through her spine. She can be healed with color.
What color?
All 7.
All 7. Would you be able to do that healing for her now, or do I have to contact her higher self to do that a little bit later?
She can do it at night.
Okay.
The colors will come.
Okay.
They will align along the spine. And they know what they need to do.
Okay. Okay. And why do you feel like she has not been connecting with you?
Time.
Time.
Does not take time.
Yeah, it doesn't take time because you're always there, right?
Well, she doesn't take time.
Okay, she doesn't take time. What is the best way that she can, how do you prefer her having this meeting with you, other than how we're doing this right now?
At night,
At
just
night.
taking time.
Because what happens is a lot of times, even though she had stated that when she at first went under, she was walking, she saw the cottage, she opened it, you were there, and then she was like, oh, I know it, I know this person. That's because she's in this state. But when she comes back and they wake up and they get back into this, what we're doing right now here, it kinds of, they kind of forget. From knowing her and loving her, what can we do to help her to remember to connect with you every day?
A time, the same time, every night. Close your eyes and ask for the colors.
And what's a good time for her to do this with you?
9, 10, 11.
Okay.
It varies during that time.
Okay, 9, 10, 11.
Just closing the eyes
Okay.
and saying, I'm here.
I'm here. Okay. And that's that simple.
It's that simple.
Okay. And long as she stays there and relaxed, how she's really relaxed right now. Okay. Okay. What other messages do you have for her?
And she's beloved.
Okay.
I usually see her at the top of the stairway that leads to a cloud in the sky, in a crystalline room with no walls. It's my home.
Okay. And she used to come and visit you a lot, correct?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I'm still here, always have been.
What do you see from being her guide was the main distraction that threw her off the path of connecting with you? What was the start of it? I know you said the time and the belief, but something knocked her out of balance. Can you go back to that?
Objects, things of the world.
Was it like pretty possessions? Like she was trying to acquire things?
No, it was carrying things, things that did not matter.
But physical things, like she wanted to keep things that she should dispose of, and they were like, it keeps her on her, like, say for instance, if I have things because they remind me of something, but I'm not using it anymore, but when I move to another room, they got to go with me even though I'm not using them.
Something like that.
Okay.
Carrying things.
Okay. So she has to be able to release when it's not needed, correct?
Right.
Okay. I know that she practices, she really loves Christ, and I know God gave the people manna, and I know in the Bible it had stated that he had told them, whatever you don't need, you must dispose, because I'm going to give you more tomorrow. It was like, is that important for her to know that you can't, there's always going to be more, that you don't have to carry it over, because God's always going to give you more. You're always going to be abundant. Is that a correct statement?
That is true.
Okay.
But she doesn't always truly know that or remember that.
Okay. Well, being that this is so relaxing and this feels so amazing, she's going to remember that she doesn't have to carry things around, and the things that she needs to connect to that's going to keep her body balanced, her mind balanced, and her spirit balanced is what she needs to connect with first and carry, which is you, her guide.
Right. She doesn't have to be the chipmunk.
The chipmunk.
Loading up her jaws with food.
Okay.
Or gathering things to put them away for later.
Yes. Oh, cool. That's cool. I'm glad you said that. I think you came for me too, because I think today we were battling that, cleaning our garage out.
Mm.
I needed to hear that. That felt good to hear.
It's why my parotid gland has been hurting, because I'm trying to squirrel things away.
Yes.
And not necessary.
Unnecessary, because there's always new experience. There's always more.
Mm-hmm.
You're always allowing more.
Yes.
And that's where the when you believe and you know, you can let it go.
Yes.
It's when you're like, oh, I'm not sure. It means you're not fully in. You still got one foot in the door and the other foot open, and you're kind of one foot still in.
Right.
You know, but that's good that
you have to be careful. The one foot will trip you.
Yes. Can I speak back with your guide?
Yes.
What other messages do you have for her? That was a good message.
Something good is coming, and she needs to be ready for it.
Okay, she has to, I know what you're saying, because if she's not watching and she's not connecting, she's not going to see it. Yes.
But she won't miss this.
Yes. 9, 10, and 11. And you said, it's on the recording too, but you had said all she has to do is close her eyes and say what?
I'm here.
I'm here. Okay, make sure. Okay. And is that the last message that you have for her today?
There's no need to say more.
Okay. And I know she's really going to appreciate you coming through today, and that it seemed like when she saw you in that cottage that I could feel her energy. There was a joy, like a long life friend she hadn't seen in a long time. It was like, wait, like, hey, you know. And thank you so much for bringing her here today to ensure that her body, her mind, and spirit stay structured. And I want to thank you for coming. Can I speak back to Terry?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I have to say I'm a reminder of what is there.
Okay.
To be taken advantage of, to come forth and know that you have this connection. And through this connection there is healing.
Yeah.
Through this connection there is companionship. There is much through this connection.
Yes.
Come, open, be welcome.
Yes. That is so true. That is so true.
Yes, and you can speak to her.
Okay. Now I want all the consciousness and personality of Terry to once again return to the body and fully integrate back into the body. May I speak to Terry's subconscious, please?
Okay.
I have permission to speak to Terry's subconscious.
Yes.
Now, I respect the power of the subconscious because I know the subconscious takes care of Terry's body and does a very good job of it. And I know the subconscious has the records of everything that has ever happened to Terry in this lifetime and all the other lifetimes she's ever lived. So I respect the power of the subconscious, and I always ask for permission to speak to it and ask questions. Do I have permission to ask questions?
Yes.
Now, I know the subconscious could have brought forth many things for Terry to see today. And I do want to say I thank you so much for allowing her guide to speak today and giving her that message that she needs to reconnect. And I know she's definitely going to do it. But Terry was taken to a beautiful forest where she walked. Is that her safe place that she feels great?
No.
No. Okay, that was just the pathway to get to the guide, correct?
Right.
Okay. Now, Terry, her guide said that she needed, that he was going to assist her with the healing at nighttime. But I know right now you could do the healing for her at this present moment. Would you allow that healing to take place today for her?
Yes.
Okay. So the first thing that Terry stated is that she recognizes now that she hasn't been, she recognized through her guide that she knows that she's been out of balance. Her beliefs that she's not good enough. And I know moving forward, she's going to get back into balance. And then I know she's going to know that she's good enough. Could we fix her legs today in that bruise that she has to keep to strength? Because she's been knocked out of balance. Can you put her back in balance right now?
Yes.
Okay. And could you let me know when that's complete?
We've been working on it since you started.
Okay, thank you.
The energy's been planted.
Okay.
It will slowly sink in through the next 24 hours.
Okay. Is there anything she should do? Maybe she should go home and rest, take a nap after she leaves here?
Probably some heat.
Heat.
In the way of a pad on the area for some time tonight. That's possible.
And can you also correct the problems with her back?
Correcting the problem with the heat will also move to the back.
Okay, so the energy that you place will move it up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And possibly some type of massage will work.
Because it's been that way for a while and she has to get used to the, because of the healing, it might cause the muscles to tense up.
No, the muscles were tensed before.
Okay.
That will help things to relax.
Okay.
Some type of manipulation in the next few days will finish the 24-hour healing.
Okay.
We'll ground it all.
Okay, she'll hear that to know how to complete.
She really already started. She went for massage earlier, the first thing after the fall.
Okay.
It's really strange. She knew she was falling, and her spirit went forward. It didn't go with the body.
Oh.
It almost disconnected.
Yes.
But it's intact now.
It's intact now. Okay, that's good. So the 3 times that she was falling, it was all because she wasn't, she was just off balance and not watching in her beliefs, correct?
Yes, some type of barrier there.
And where's that barrier at on her body?
No, it's in the earth.
Oh. And why is there a barrier there?
Barriers are there for everybody.
Okay.
It's just one that if she'd been watching out for, she wouldn't have tripped. It's like asking for protection, or asking for your guide to be with you, or asking for the divine spirit to guide you through the day. You've got to ask sometimes so that these barriers will not be there. It's really unusual.
But with her connecting back with her guide, that's going to be the asking, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Closing her eyes and saying, I'm here.
Yes.
Okay.
That will help.
Yes.
Walking out the door in the morning and looking into the nature,
Yes.
the sky, the clouds, and just acknowledging the being that is there, the God being that is there, and asking Him to travel with you that day.
Okay.
We get busy, we forget.
Yes, we do.
It's a simple request.
She also wanted to know about could you do a body scan on her to see if there's anything that's other than what we discussed with the legs and the back, anything that might be attached to her, any blockages?
The only thing is the belief.
The belief that she's not good enough?
No, I don't know what it is, but it's something that she has to work on. What is the belief? What is it she doesn't believe in? What is the belief that's holding her back?
Could you find it inside of her so she'll know?
It's as if it is a seed that is not fully mature. It is the next step that she'll grow to. And once it opens, she'll understand, and it will become a belief that will help. But it's not time yet.
Oh, okay. Wow. So there's a blockage that she has to have, which is a belief, and then it's going to be let go, and then it's going to open up more. But right now,
when it opens, she'll know and she'll understand, and it'll be released.
Okay. And also with Bobby, her roommate, what is their connection? Do they have a contract together?
We almost want to laugh at that. Because she doesn't have to exist in that situation. She doesn't have to stay. There are choices. And she has roads to travel and go. It's okay. It's her choice.
Yes.
But she doesn't have to. There's a sense of feeling sorry for him. He needs someone. And she stays partly for that.
Is that her staying with him? Is that affecting her growth?
Oh, yes. It's also adding to it. But it's something that's not necessary.
Yes.
And we have to learn that some things exist which are not necessary, that we go through. We could totally release them.
Yes. I asked her before we started. She says she would like to release that attachment that she has to him. Could you release that for her today? That way, if she does decide to move on or do something different, it would just, she wouldn't feel that cord attached to him.
I have scissors, and I am trying to cut that sucker away.
Yes, yes.
There's frustration sometimes among us that she endures that.
Yes.
But yet we have to allow what she's created.
Yes. Well, I'm going to speak back with Terry.
Okay.
Terry, would you allow your higher self to cut the cord that you have with Bobby?
Sure.
Okay. Thank you. Can I speak back with the higher self?
Yes.
Could you just disconnect it from her now? I think she'll allow you to now.
We'll start the disconnection process.
Okay.
It will take some time.
Okay. And where does she store that cord at with him? Like, where's this energy that when she feels like, man, agitated with him, but she can't leave because she sees that he needs help? Where is she pushing that off in her body?
It's in the throat.
Her throat.
And the neck. It's like a noose that strangles.
Yes.
And a voice that can't be heard.
Yes. Yes. I definitely understand that. Yes. And Terry doesn't have problems speaking her mind, does she?
Oh, no.
No, okay. Okay.
Gets her in trouble.
That's funny.
Bobby can be quite unusual sometimes.
Yes. Yes.
He's not at all physically abusive, but he's been through a lot in his life that's made him protect himself, or allows him to protect himself.
Yes.
He's not always kind, not always giving. But that is his journey.
Yes, yes, that's his journey. Have him and her ever shared a life together?
No.
No, okay. They just met in this one.
And don't want to reconnect in a future one.
Yes, that's why it doesn't seem like she holds any grudges against him or whatever's going on. She just sees it in the now, and she accepts. I noticed when she was talking prior that any decision that she's ever made, she knew it was her choice. So when she had made a comment about choosing something, she said, he said this, but I chose to do this. She never blames him, and that's a great that she makes a decision on her own, whether she does something or not.
I am responsible for my choices.
Yes, and that's really, really good.
That's been a hard lesson to learn, that it is me and my choice and my decision. And I have to own up to all of them.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lesson to be learned.
Yes.
Not always enjoyable, but a lesson.
Yes. That is so true. Very, very true. Do you have any messages for Terry today? Other than what her guide says, what other messages do you have for her?
that love is the absolute answer. Love is all that heals and protects and guides.
Yes.
Love's a universal answer. And it's easy to say this because she's learned so much in her life.
So she definitely understands what that means, correct?
Yes.
Now she's going through something called lay.
Yes.
And how do you feel about her pursuing that?
It's her divine connection.
Okay.
Something that she's wanted to do.
Okay.
And something that she started years ago.
Yes.
And is completing that journey.
Yes, it sounds beautiful. So, like, she's going to help so many people connect better with their bonding of their how they feel for each other, or their beliefs, what they believe in.
Well, she's making connections with people who will be able to help her.
Yes.
With certain aspects of ministry.
Yes. Yes,
it's good.
Yes. 24 hours heating. And with her her abilities, with her homeopathy, her doing Reiki, is there anything that you would like to open up more in her today, since we have her here in this relaxed state? Maybe a gift that will assist her more with her healing work that you can see that maybe she's been asking for, but like her guide was saying, she just didn't have a lot of time, and now she's at this really relaxed state. She can.
We can send something through the energy light that is so bright and so white.
Okay.
Into her heart chakra. That will cleanse and open more, so that what is sent can be received. What is felt can be felt. What is known can be known.
I know she's really going to appreciate that. And she doesn't when she says she's not when the guide in you said that she doesn't feel like she's not good enough, is she's not thinking negatively, correct? Or is she saying, I'm not good enough, I can't do that? She isn't saying negative, she's just...
No, it is not enough knowledge, not knowing material for a test, not knowing to complete a task. She is lacking in knowledge.
Is that because of motivation? Is it because of positivity?
It's because of just not knowing.
And where does that stem from? Why does she
because she gave up some of her studies, that she might go into a different field, that she might do something creative, which is not bad. We all need our creative side to develop, and hers has. So there'll be a crossroads.
Yes.
Coming back to where she was with the energy work and with beliefs. And she'll learn. But life is learning.
Yes.
Life is balancing.
Yes. So would you say the problem when she's not good enough is basically her self-confidence, correct?
It's her lack of knowledge.
Lack of knowledge. So, but the lack of knowledge means she fears the unknown, correct?
No. It means that she has to do something to gain knowledge in an area that she's been lacking in.
Yes.
You can't be a doctor unless you go to school
Yeah.
and learn some of the modalities. She has modalities yet to accomplish.
Okay.
And as I'm talking to you, something is lifted from the knee.
Okay, cool.
Something is burning and being burned away or lifted. I'm not sure, but I feel it.
Okay, they're doing a healing. Okay. Okay. So she's not good enough. So, does she, like how you said with the, not good enough far as, the test and, she has to put in the work to get the information, the knowledge.
Yes.
Is that affecting her granddaughter?
No, totally different.
Totally different. Okay. 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 Okay.
But I guess you could relate those two things.
Yes. Because she spends a lot of time with her granddaughter?
No. She only connects when something needs to be done.
Okay, yes. That makes sense.
Their lives are too busy.
Okay. Okay.
But everything is okay with that area.
Yes. Let's make that.
She's learning to let go of it. Mention the information, present it, pray about it, and then let it go.
Yes. Yes. So, I did want to.
We're all pulling away now.
The what?
We are all pulling away.
You're pulling away?
Yes.
What does that mean?
That means this is just about over.
Yes, it is.
Mhm.
It is. And I want to thank you for, I know Terry is really going to appreciate what you're doing today. And I did want to ask you one more question before we
Sure.
disconnect. What about relaxation? Is she really good at relaxation?
She could be.
She could be. Okay, because being that she's here and I have her in this state, I can give her some suggestions
Okay.
that I think will benefit her, but I want to make sure I do the right one. That way, like with if she needs something that's going to help her relax when a decision, like say for instance, if she did want to do a modality, sometimes the mind gets this, well, I don't know if I'm going to pass the test. I don't know if I'm going to have the time. All this stuff starts flowing through your mind versus just being relaxed and saying, I want to learn this. I'm just going to flow in that direction to learn it versus putting all this stuff saying, instead of just letting it go downstream and flowing, it's like, I got to do this. I'm not going to have the time. I want to do it. Giving her more relaxation to where she can just pass the test or, it just flows much easier. Would you say relaxation will help her out?
Possibly.
Possibly. Okay. I guess we won't know until we okay, so I'm gonna try giving her some relaxing techniques that she can learn, but it'll be in her subconscious mind naturally for her. And another question too, does Terry feel pretty strong, you know, as far as her body goes? I know with her back and stuff.
She needs to go to the gym.
Okay, so thank you. So this is going to help her out a lot. So can I speak to Terry?
Yes.
Terry, I know that you're very relaxed in this relaxed state. And I know you've become so deeply relaxed that your mind is so sensitive and so receptive to what I'm about to say to you. Now, that everything that I put into your mind will sink in so deeply in the unconscious part of your mind and will make so deep of a lasting impression there that nothing will erase it. In this condition, your subconscious mind is now at the forefront and is now readily accessible to my suggestions.